All right, so this is round two of the Lustinator. We did a round one video. It's about an hour and 45 minutes long, and then we're doing a round two here because we want to keep going because we haven't seen Lusty in about four months. We've been crying. Barely had an erection. We had to get boner pills from the gas station Rhino 9000s. By about the 2 month mark, by about the 4 month mark, we had to start getting the Rhino 90,000s, which is the single pill, not the double pill, is usually even closer to the cash register for the most desperate people and the most desperate of boner emergencies. So I just want to say, very excited to be back with the Lust Man on the dumbest, shittiest, most pathetic podcast that's ever existed since the dawn of the first inception of any egg has ever happened on this planet. Thank you.
Well, thanks for having me come back. I guess we just
introductions, bro.
We're gonna have like some kind of like epic music, like boom, boom, bum, bum.
I know, right? I know. At some point, I'll be the next fucking, David Letterman or something probably one day, and then we'll have that all figured out. You know what I mean?
The whole intro. If you're like on like. If you're like on primetime TV, it'll be like, "Welcome to the beep 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 TV show." Beep,
Yeah.
beep 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 beep.
No, what it's gonna be is it's gonna be like this orchestra of sound, and it's gonna be all insane, and then it's gonna be me like peeking behind the curtains, and they all stop for a second, and they go, "Penis," and then they come back on again, and it's like, and then there's like the fucking guitarist is like he's like sweating profusely, like, and then they and they stop. And it goes back to me, and it goes, "Vagina." That's going to be like the whole, every single show is going to start like that, okay?
So, it goes into grindcore.
It goes into grindcore, yeah. And then it goes into jazz, and it's like, and then it goes back to me, and I'm like, "Butthole," and then it goes, that's gonna be the best TV show ever, bro.
It sounds like Mr. Bungle.
The name of the show is just going to be called That Racist Show. That's what it's going to be called, dude.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's going to be, no, Late Night Racist Show, or Late Night Racism with your host, Brandon Joe Williams, dude.
With your white privileged host.
Yeah. WPB, So fucking funny.
Oh, right. Great. You know how many people would tune into that just to hate on you? It'd be amazing. Your ratings would always be up.
No, they'd love it. Everyone would love it. Even the haters would love it.
Yeah. Like back in I think it was like the 90s, Howard Stern was on radio. And
yeah, it's like the Howard Stern show. That's what I would have, yeah.
Yeah, it would be like that. Like it was like the haters listened to him more than his fans did.
Oh, yeah. It's perfect.
Oh, yeah, that's like TikTok. Oh, dude, TikTok, man. Let me tell you more about TikTok.
Yeah,
all
please.
Right. Oh, my God. So, first of all, I got to say, there's a lot of awesome people on TikTok. A lot of people reaching out to me, asking a lot of questions, really good questions.
The bar card holder is the best.
I do get a lot of repeat questions, and my answer is usually, please just go look on my Rumble channel. Because they'll ask a question that's, and like, I swear, sometimes the answer is right in the TikTok videos. So just go through the TikTok videos and the answer's in there. There's all kinds of stuff in there. It's pretty awesome.
It's like, what is your website? Can you please DM me your website and then come to my home and then come into my home and then click the link for me, please. I'd really appreciate that. It's so nice.
I swear, I get people that okay, I'm going to let everybody know, when you ask me, you probably get this too, but when you ask me, do you have a video on this? Can you share the link? Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to type in rumble.com. I'm going to go into the search bar. I'm going to type my name in as one word, and then I'm going to type in the description of what you are looking for. So, asking me to go do that for you, you might as well just go do that, because now I have to stop whatever I'm doing to go do that. And it's not like I don't like doing that, but I get like 40 or 50 messages a day asking me to do that. And I'm like, I can't do it all the time. So please just go search for it. If there's a video, there's a video for it. If there isn't, there isn't. And I don't know at this point. I don't, yeah. At this
I
point,
don't. I have a very different procedure, Mr. Lustica. If I'm feeling really good, they'll get a heart react, and I'll ignore them. That's like some fucking like. I feel like I walk away as like this kind, benevolent soul, this god every time I do that, right? And then it devolves down from there. And then if they keep asking, or they're very, very entitled, I usually click the little three bubbles, and then I go down to block.
oh, you'll be doing that on TikTok a lot because I tell you, these bar attorneys, man, they get nasty. And like one time,
Well, the bar attorneys are simple. I mean, I would love to, and this is an open invitation, by the way. I would love to do a debate on this platform with the bar attorney. That'd be fun.
oh yeah, that's what I see. I didn't want to block the last guy because I liked debating him. It was really good because he would say things, and then I would make a rebuttal video with the evidence backing up what I was talking about. And then he would, of course, make another comment that was stupid, and then I would go rebut that thing. So it was good. But then I hit a point with this guy where he started making defamation videos about me. And I said, okay, I'm going to block. That's it. No, you're blocked.
Just straight up, like, this guy's a piece of shit, like, no data, like, nothing. That's it? Just, like, full-blown?
Well, he started making videos about me, calling me a sovereign citizen and saying I was saying all this crazy stuff. I'm like, I'm backing up everything I am saying. It's not like me just saying things. I'm showing you where it's written. It's written in the codes. It's written in the law dictionaries. It's written in case law. Why am I crazy all of a sudden? You're calling me all these stupid things.
The biggest problem is the bigotry that's implied in the enunciation of the term sovereign citizen. Because you and I both know that to call us a sovereign citizen is basically like racist, right?
That's right.
But you can always call us a sovereign citizen.
And now it's okay. It's all about the enunciation.
Yeah, the enunciation. It's like, you go to like France, you say something with no enunciation, they're not going to know what you're talking about. It's the same thing here, guys.
That's right.
Same thing here. So
that's right. Yeah, the French are famous for their "we don't like your enunciation, go to hell."
Yeah, they can do it. I'm doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, as long as the bar card holders or whoever, they got the enunciation correct, like, it's all right. I'll take it. You know what I mean?
So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna block that guy because, and I told him, I said, you've crossed the line because now we went from having a healthy debate, right, to you putting all these videos of me calling me sovereign citizen and trying to make me look stupid. Backing up nothing. He just says, oh, look how stupid this guy is. Look, he's just showing a code that says that the government's a federal corporation. How stupid is that? And then he shows the code. I'm like...
That's good. I'd say fuck it. Let him go, man. Let him go. No, what do you call it? There's no such thing as bad publicity, especially with that kind of thing. My God.
Yeah.
How big is his following or whatever the fuck it is on TikTok? How big is his?
He's got about 100 followers. Maybe 120. Solid.
That's nothing, right?
I have, hold on, I'll check right now. Currently,
69,000. 69,000.
I got 12.5 thousand followers.
Damn.
On TikTok. Yeah.
I've got 143 on TikTok, but I don't literally.
You still
don't
got more
even
than
use
he
it.
does.
That's
We're not even
fucking-
posting.
okay. I literally don't even exist on here. People don't even know that. They're like, "Is this real?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah, he's on there.
That's funny as fuck. He's got less than me. That's good.
I'm gonna send you Polaroids on TikTok.
There we go.
Yeah, I just opened it up for the first time in like 2 days, and I got like I think I have like 50 unread messages on here.
Oh yeah, I get probably 100 or 200 all the time every
Yeah, I
every
got
day.
a lot. Yeah, there's a bunch. Okay.
Yeah, it sounds
cool.
like fun. Bar card attorneys with huge, massive monster followers making really specific and explicit hit campaign videos on you. That sounds pretty horrible, Joe.
I mean, that's about the worst, right? The worst thing he could do is like talk trash about me, right? Which I said, well, the way you're doing it is considered libel, slander, and defamation of character. So, as a lawyer, you should know better than to do stuff like that. But since you've reduced yourself down to a, to that kind of level, I guess I can't really take you seriously anymore. So I just blocked him. I was like, I'm not going to deal with that. He's going to start doing that, and he's going to try to. But I realize he's just a shell for the corporation anyway. I mean, like if did you ever see 7 Corpus Juris Secundum Section 4? Tells you that.
Officer of the court.
That's right, officer of the court. Their allegiance is to the court and the public first, and the client second, right? Or client last.
Yeah, I have a whole my video 14 on the contract code course is all about that.
Yeah. So I mean, it's he has no allegiance to you, to us, nothing like that. So, but TikTok, I think it's great though. There's a lot of awesome people on there, and
well, 12,500. That's more than I have on any individual platform. Besides my email list. My email list is quite a bit bigger than that.
It's hard to say how many of those people are actively watching the videos, though. But I can tell you that. Here, let me see. For my profile, the last one I posted, the last video I did, has 1,600 views on it. So, not
yeah.
not
You
crazy.
just did that, didn't you?
It was just a rebuttal to somebody saying that I was wrong about, like, when you're still paying off a car that it's in commerce. I'm like, it is, because the company owns the car right now. Okay, it's their property. They can take it back if you default on the payments. So because it's owned by a business, it's in commerce. Sorry. It is furthering a commercial enterprise. That's the idea, and they're like kind of arguing.
Well, that's an interesting question though, because used for commercial purposes, the transaction is in commerce, but is the operation of the vehicle in commerce? Is that what they're asking you?
Well, just by the nature of the contract between you and the lender, the contract itself is in commerce. So having that car with that contract still in operation it's under 49 CFR. It's not the 18 U.S. Code 31. So here, I'll pull this up. 39 CFR 390.
Because you got to think, like, does the structure of the financing mean that the car itself is being used for commercial purposes? Like, I would say no. Those are two totally separate situations.
Well, let me show you what it's talking about, because this is under the DOT regulations. Okay, so 49 CFR is where we get our exemption. Right? Let me know when you can see it.
It's up almost. It's black, but it's coming. It's coming. There it is. Oh, excuse me.
All right, so 49 CFR 390.3T, right? As you can see, this is part of the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Regulations. Okay. All right, general applicability.
Oh, yeah,
right,
this is the one I always talk about. This is the one that has the definition of driver in it.
Yeah, this has here. I'll show you. So the exceptions is in here. It says unless otherwise specifically provided, the rules in the subchapter do not apply to, and our exemption is right here. 3, the occasional transportation of personal property by individuals not for compensation, nor in the furtherance of a commercial enterprise. So it could be construed that because you are still paying the car off, that you're in the furtherance of a commercial enterprise, because you not necessarily yourself being in commerce, but the car is itself still being used in the furtherance of a commercial enterprise because it is paying off the loan. Now, I just tell people you could just discharge the car loan, right? I don't think that's a secret around here how to do that, but
I don't think those things are the same thing, though, Joe. I feel like those are two entirely different conversations. Because when you're on the highway, the police officer is gaining jurisdiction over the vehicle in terms of how the vehicle is being used and where it's being used. Obviously, the definition of a motor vehicle would be, used on the highways, so it would have to be on the highway in order to be under the jurisdiction. Just because the transactional banking side of the way in which the vehicle is being financed or used doesn't mean that the vehicle is being used for commercial purposes on the highways in the transportation of passengers and property, or property and cargo, in exchange for some sort of fee, rate, or other consideration, or in order to, the whole definition, is so specific. You know what I mean? It's two totally different conversations.
I mean, you could probably squeeze that through, You know, like I'm not gonna really go, no, it's totally wrong, but I feel like, look, they did
It's like,
they
think about
just are
this:
buying
just because I
gas.
just because I owe money on the bill means that now I'm classified as somebody who's always transporting people or property or cargo for some sort of rate, fee, or other consideration. That's insane. That's just not true. It's just simply not true.
Yeah, well, buying gas puts you in the furtherance of a commercial enterprise.
Yeah, for you, for you specifically. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we all know that's garbage, but the thing is that it can be construed to be understood that way, right?
Well, I'm just saying that there, even if there was an assumption there, that assumption is just plainly false. I'm just telling you, like that just would never work. It doesn't work that way.
The other thing, though, is that you do have to read the contract. Okay, the contract may stipulate that you have to have it registered and insured, right? And since you're under that contract, you signed and agreed to that contract. You have to stay with the stipulations of that contract until the contract is satisfied, right? So that's another thing. You can go look at the contract to see what it says. If it doesn't say anything like that in there, then fuck it, go ahead, do stuff. You know, they're gonna be a little peeved about it. You know.
Well, that gets into involuntary servitude too, though, because then it's like, so you're telling me that I have to involuntarily lie, and I have to live a lie and behave as though my life is a lie by describing that every single moment of every single day that this vehicle is in motion, I am on a highway. Even when I'm not on a highway, I'm on a highway. I am transporting people or property or goods, even though I'm not transporting people or property or goods, in exchange for some kind of fee, rate, or other consideration, or the furtherance of some sort of business for with the intent to. I mean, it's unbelievable. There's like 9 different. You know, it's like having a shotgun with explosive rounds, and you're trying to hit the side of a giant building. Or even, it's actually even easier than that. I mean, hell, it's like, I don't even know. It's so easy. It's like almost indescribable. There's so many different ways you can burst that bubble. It's like unbelievable.
Right. Well, yeah, this thing is, like I said, like, you know, you could, but if you sign the contract, then you've made agreement voluntarily, right? Now, if they added that into the contract after you signed it, well, that's wrong. And that's a violation of your rights.
But how can you sign a contract? That's like signing a contract stating that you're like that I'm black. I'm a black man for the duration of the contract. Or like that's like signing a contract. That's like signing a contract that says that, you know, you are going to be, you know, whatever. I don't know. But it's a physical impossibility. It's not actually true. And there's so many stipulations there. It's like, by signing this contract, from the duration of this contract, you verify and will act as though you are black, between the height of 5'5" and 6'4", that you live specifically and exclusively in Omaha, Nebraska, that you drive a 1992 Dodge Neon that's red with an automatic transmission, and that you have a driver's license that comes out of Idaho.
Well, you know, Robert Downey Jr. did that. He signed a contract to act black.
No, I know, but like, imagine a contract that had those stipulations in it.
No, I understand what you're saying. I get it. It's
you
like
can't
ridiculous.
really even perform. You can't even. It's different than you will be behaved in public situations. Like a lot of the celebrities, if they get signed, it's like you're not going to do anything that's going to defame the company. You're not going to act like a fucking idiot in public. You're not going to puke and get naked at a fucking live event. You're not going to, you know, these are things that can actually be performed. It's a performance bond, right? So you got to think like saying something in a contract that makes you be a certain character or act a certain way or do a certain thing that literally physically cannot even be performed. It's like, it doesn't really even make, it's not, how would you even enforce something like that? It's like, you're saying that I'm in a commercial activity, that I'm transporting goods or services or goods or cargo or people, in exchange for some kind of rate, fee, or other consideration. It's like, why not just treat me as though I'm a bull? I'm a bull. I'm a cow. I'm a 340-pound cow, and I'm in Wichita, Kansas. Why not just put that on the contract?
Well, I mean, that's the thing. You could do stuff like that. I'm not saying that it would be right, but people do shit like that.
I just feel like there's a certain point where it's just not even.
Have you looked at some of these contracts? Like, people send me these things, and like people waive like their Fifth Amendment rights in like virtually every single one of these contracts. They waive their right to due process. They waive their right to sue, and all the time, right?
Yeah.
And they have no idea. They go, "I want to sue these guys," and they go, "Well, let's look at the contract." Well, the contract says you can't sue them. They go, "What the hell?" I says, "Well, it says that it's open for arbitration, so you could do arbitration, but the arbitration is rigged." Right? Who's going to be the arbitrator? One of their lawyers is going to be the arbitrator? They're going to win. Then what? What you got? You got nothing. It's a lose-lose situation with these contracts. You know?
Yeah.
They've worked out these contracts very carefully, so that way, you know, you're the one that gets fucked on them every single time. So they do have, like, look, I just saw a contract with somebody. They are forced to pay for residential insurance. Okay, they're like, I wouldn't. There's no law that requires that I have to, but the lender is telling them that they have to, and they have a contract with the lender that says they must pay that insurance, even though it doesn't even technically apply to them. So I'm like, it's nuts. So there are stipulations in the contracts.
The insurance is all tied into the commercial end, though. You know,
right?
Obviously.
And that's that's kind of what happens. That's why I tell people, like, it's probably better to just pay off the car loan first and then go do the private plates and do all that stuff. You can still go get the DOT number in the meanwhile and slap it on the back of your car if you want. So that way you're rebutting the presumption that you're in commerce, even though you have that contract with the loan agency, right? You can still do that. But I wouldn't do the private plates until the car loan is satisfied. That's my personal thing. You can take it however you want. You say, fuck them. I don't care. Put the plates in the trunk of the car and drive around with your DOT plates on if you want. And, hang out with your...
No, I would, because that doesn't make... I mean, to me, it just doesn't make sense. It's just a stretch to say that because there's this other commercial activity. Yes, of course. That commercial activity of the way the car is financed is now forcing you in an involuntary way to be identified as a purple people eater giraffe all the time whenever you're driving it around. It doesn't make any sense to me.
No, I get that. But like I said, you bought gas.
Well, it's like anything else. You press your claim, and you can just keep pressing it. I mean, there's no way I would ever stop pressing that claim. You know what I mean? That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah.
Fuck
so
you.
I see that they will twist that shit around like that. So, but like I said, if you want to say fuck it, I don't care, I'm do it. Go ahead. It's a free country, man. Do whatever you want.
Yeah, dude. Put a big fuck you on the back of your windshield. You know what I mean? That's always the best way to do it. Fuck cops. You know what I mean? That's the best way to do it. That's the way to make a lot of friends. You know what
I mean? Yeah, you get stopped all the time. Oh, I like your bumper sticker. Oh, thanks, bro. Get out of the car. I got some silver bracelets.
My body cam's really malfunctioning today. How strange. You know what I mean?
Hey, can you tell me what this curb tastes like?
Jesus Christ! It's a fucking, what's that movie where the racist guy, whatever, Edward Norton, whatever, Edward Norton,
American History X.
Guys. That's so fucked. Yeah, it's like American History X on the side of the road, right there. Right?
Oh, dude, that movie was intense, man. That was intense.
Cop just smashes your fucking mouth and right there on the curb. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
All right, did you ever hear the story about Michael Jordan when he got pulled over by the cops?
He had a trademark, right?
He had trademark, copyright, and he had a contract in which his name was owned, or had the only Nike was allowed to use that name. So the cops could not write him a ticket.
That's where I think my shit's at. After my name change and after my trademark is just completed, so I think I'm kind of in that same category.
Yeah. So I got my copyright to my name, right? And If you want, I'll show you how to do it. Get you a copyright.
Let's go. I'm not gonna type in my credit card information and shit like live. So let's.
Yeah,
Can you just show us on your end? Can you just do a share on your end?
Well, it's copyrightdepot.com. Hold on, let me see. Copyright Depot. That's where I did it. Copyright Depot. Oh, it's coming up. Oh yeah, you do have to create an account first. It's free. So it's pretty simple though. I'll just tell you how to do it, but you can see I got a copyright on here. The category I put, can you see this yet or no?
Yeah.
Okay. So the category is other, right? So it gives you two categories, like a main category and a subcategory. I just put other, because I just didn't find anything that quite fit. Okay. Let's see your copyright. I'll show it to you.
Why is it in euros? Why is the thing
Oh,
in euros?
because it's in Canada. This company's in Canada.
Quebec, Canada.
That's right. Yeah, but the copyright is good in 177 countries. And the United States is one of them, so it's okay. And it's kind of nice because now it's separate.
Berne Convention. What is that? Is that where that comes from? Copyright laws?
I think so. Yeah. Let's see. I actually didn't look that up. It's a good question. Berne Convention.
Berne Convention. Protection of literary and artistic works.
Ooh. Okay. 18.
International Assembly in 1886 in the Swiss city of Bern.
All right. Well, there we go. So, I mean, that's just a very basic understanding of it. You know, if you really, there's probably some. I would like to actually read the articles of this convention, see what was the treaty, the agreements. Since it's a treaty, by the way, that means it's constitutional. If the United States of America signed on to it, so it would be considered part of the laws of the United States. All right, so that's my copyright number. See, first name, last name, and then the description. This is actually kind of important. So what I did was I wrote description, my name, upper lowercase, right? It's author, because that's actually the language they use on the copyright is who's the author. Me, I'm the agent, secured party, entitlement holder, without prejudice, non-assumpsit, without recourse, holder in due course of all securities of the assumed name legal person and is not subject to any claims protected under operational law pursuant to UCC Article 8. So that's what I wrote in the description box for that.
Sweet.
And that's it. I mean, it's pretty simple. Like, I'm telling you, it's so easy to do this. It's like kind of a joke. Like,
it's like 5 minutes and $50, right?
The longest part, I think, was making the account, because you got to set up an account. Then they email you to verify the account.
Oh, dude, I'm done. It's too much already.
Tabs, more tabs.
Oh my God.
Right, so yeah, there you go. And here it is. This is the copyright. That's the title. So, sole author. Yes. See, they use author. I'm the sole author. No one else owns it. If I want to, I can sell this copyright to someone else, which I'm going to do. I'm going to sell it to a trust, and then I'm going to have a trust agreement citing that only that trust is allowed to use that, and any unauthorized use of this copyrighted name or this copyright would be in violation in the amount of $250,000 per unauthorized use.
That's from Title 18, Title 12 of the Internal Lusty Code.
That's
subsection 69.6.
That's right. Title 12. Get rich.
Title 12 of the Lustinator. You know.
Yeah. So.
Well, that was really difficult. I don't know if I'll ever pull that off.
Oh, God, so hard.
Just kind of beyond my financial and emotional and mental and intelligence abilities, you know. Just feel like it's kind of just a little bit too advanced for me at this moment, but
copyright
maybe one day, you know what I mean? Maybe one day we'll get there, you know.
Yeah, but that's what I put in there, so that way any and all securities that are ever created using that name, right? I am the secured party over that, And anytime someone wants to use that copyrighted name, I'm going to give them express permission, but I am the owner of all those securities. So anytime I sign an application contract with anybody, I would be considered the entitlement holder and secured party of all those instruments that are made.
There you go.
That's how I set up the copyright.
It's fucking beautiful, man. I gotta tell you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I thought that one out. So,
I went the long route. I went the long way on all that shit. But whatever.
Well, the trademark is good too because, see, you could put the little TM after the name now. So I could put the little copyright symbol after the name.
Oh, that's a good point. I didn't think of that. I could do that. Little TM.
Yeah. Yeah, that I'm telling you, what I'm going to do in all my documents from now on is when I use that name, I'm going to put the copyright symbol at the end of the all caps name. And then on the bottom in that little box where you have like page 1, page 2, page 3, you'll say copyright number, blah, 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 used with permission, you know, used by permission, whatever.
That's genius. Yeah.
Yeah. Copyright 2023, used by permission.
Trusty Lusty.
Yep.
Actually, that's amazing. That actually rhymes. Trusty Lusty, dude. You can have trustylusty.com, dude.
There you go.
So what else is new?
Oh my God. There's a lot of stuff cooking. I found out, by the way, you know, all right, so you did the ROE. You got this weird letter back that had a coupon, right? Do you remember that?
Yeah. I still have that. I found that actually the other day when I was going through my papers.
You better hold on to that thing because I think I know what we can do with that thing.
I think that's like a one-time whatever you want payment for absolutely anything.
No, I called the IRS and asked them about that. They said I can make copies if I want and reuse it.
No shit.
Yep. So I started making copies of that thing. I'm going to, well, think about it. Because you did a revocation of election, that is a payment coupon. Since you are not the taxpayer anymore, that entity still is always going to be the taxpayer, but you've removed yourself from that entity. You've separate, like you basically did a split. Like, yeah, you're this thing, and that entity is this entity now. So you've rebutted the presumption that you are the entity. Mm-hmm. So now it's like anytime there is a real tax obligation to that entity, because they're going to try to push it onto you, you can use one of those coupons to discharge it.
But you can't use it anywhere else though.
I'm gonna try to use it to pay my utilities. I'm gonna try with everything. I'm gonna try with court cases, everything. Because court cases are a tax issue anyway, so I'm gonna send it to the court. And say here's to satisfy the tax issue.
I should scan that thing in my computer so I can print out more copies.
That's exactly what I did. That's exactly what I did. So keep it, scan that, and just so people are curious, I'll tell them the name of that letter. It's called a 544C letter. But yeah, I haven't tried it with the court stuff yet, but I suspect because once you're a non-resident alien, because you're not a taxpayer, and since court is a matter of tax issues, right? It's trust tax issues, right? So because you're not a taxpayer, you don't really have the obligation. You could just send in one of those things like, here's I just need an assessment of all charges, and I can satisfy that with this payment coupon. No problem.
Yeah, it makes sense. It reminds me of that one section that we found where it says like if you want to send in remittance so that the campus can handle, assess, and set off all of your tax, whatever, blah blah blah. Please mail that into blank blank blank. You ever seen that on the in the IRC like little mini codes that they have all over the website? The 56.82.this.dat. It's like nine different strings.
Yes.
You ever seen that about the remittance where they talk about the remittance and then the campus? They talk about the campus will handle all your tax obligations or whatever. Here, I think I could probably find it.
Yeah, pull that one up. Yeah, because I've seen it before, and it's really cool. If you go through that IRS manual, it tells you everything. It tells you how to make checks.
Really?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it tells you how to make checks on there. It tells you how to write the negotiable instruments the correct way, which ones you're not supposed to use HJR 192 with. Don't write it on promissory notes, apparently. Although that's been a bit of a debate because people are saying that the Criminal Investigation Division is where they discharge the debts, but I don't know if it's.
I wouldn't be surprised one bit if that was true.
Yeah, for real.
Please see definition of criminal below, and it says criminal equals taxpayer.
Oh, the definition of
Wouldn't
you.
shock me one bit. Yeah, it wouldn't shock me one bit, dude.
I love that definition
Wouldn't
of you.
shock me
One
one
who
bit.
owes a debt to the United States.
So fucking
You
stupid.
are applying for a social security number. I like, and it's like babies are the ones that are usually getting social security numbers. Like, oh, you're the debtor from birth. All right, shit. What have they done? to
Sucks for
people?
you, bro.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I got it. All right. See, I keep records of everything. I'm pretty good with that. It's just I got so many damn folders. It's hard to find them. All right. Yeah. I got something else cooking
May
too.
take me a little time to find this thing if I can even find it. So give me a minute.
Yeah. So there's a bunch of different letters that the IRS sends, but this.
I know. You're talking about
544C letter.
that crazy looking coupon thing. I'm gonna pull that.
Yeah, it has the
fucking thing out.
barcode on it and stuff. I'm gonna hold it upside down because it actually has some information on there, like unshareable information. But yeah, it has like a barcode on there and all kinds of stuff. It's got a MICR line for the check. It's like a check, with the check freaking numbers on there. It's like crazy. So,
Yeah, dog.
if that thing is there to settle any and all tax issues, why not use it?
I'm going to the strip club with it, bro.
There you go. Just print out like 50 of them. Like, hey, baby, I got blank checks for you.
Pay to the order of bearer, dude.
Payable to bear.
Pay to bearer, baby. Come on now.
I love that. So, how's your infinite money game going?
Infinite money, bro. It's always fun. I just have to. I'm going to start litigating. I'm not even going to send them anything. Like I said, I'm going to do the whole due process, procedure, A to Z, all straight up from like opening litigation at the beginning. It's going to be awesome.
There you go.
Oh, I think I found it. Wow, I found it. So I'm going to do a screen share. This is almost impossible to find this unless you really know it's here. So I'll do a screen share.
I know these things. I've been digging through that IRS manual trying to figure out a couple things, and I'll tell you, man, dude, it is. It's freaking.
This one's been floating around on social media. You got to go on this like super obscure section of the IRS. It's like an IRS. Fucking here. I'll show you. Like an IRS submission processing deposit activity section 45 manual deposit process, and you go down to 3 point.
Yeah, you can memorize that.
Yeah. And go ahead and look at this, bro. Look at this one. You can even read it out loud.
Yeah, if a bill of exchange or registered bill of exchange is received from a taxpayer authorizing the campus to settle their account through FedWire, send everything received to the following address: Department of Treasury, Office of Executive Secretary, 1500 Pennsylvania Northwest, room 34113, Washington, D.C. 220. And they have an internal form that they have to do for next day air remittance and payments boxes. So they're pretty serious about getting paid through FedWire. So that's one of the things right there. That I think I actually covered this before somewhere on a video somewhere because I remember this exact language. And because I tell people just use a bill of exchange to discharge debt, right? Settle the account through FedWire, and then the companies reject it, and I go, well, why the hell are they rejecting it? The IRS takes it, no problem. And,
I know.
And those companies, they work with the Treasury, so what's the deal? And they're taking these things. They're probably doing this whole thing. They're probably doing next day air, remittance and payments, right? And they're probably sending it out as their own taxes. So they're probably just stamping it payable to United States Treasury, and then they're getting back the payments from they're probably getting tax returns, and they file every 3 months. So
Exactly, and then you have this next section, which people have talked about too, in that same area, which is questionable payments.
that's right.
And you have the no magnetic encoding, a lien number, the word certified money certificate.
A site draft that requires a service charge to process. And look, see, no bank routing information. And then it tells you right there how to make a check. All American checks have a 9-digit number surrounded by symbols line, colon, line, colon.
Yep.
And that's your check numbers.
Yep.
Is in between those. They tell you how to do it.
A
Personal
large
checks.
majority of bonus remittances are received by certified or registered mail.
Yeah, a letter requesting a refund for overpayment. So that's the thing is I tell people just send these things in. Do not request the overpayment. They'll just send it to you. So just send it to them. Stay quiet, and they'll get you. You'll get a refund back.
I never got any refund, but I don't care.
Did you do any overpayments with the IRS?
My whole life it's an overpayment with the IRS. So yes, my entire life was an overpayment. Yes.
I would just send them a.
I mean, I could go back and do the 1040X and all the blah blah blah. It's like it's just not even worth my time, bro. It's my own choice.
That.
It's my own choice.
No, don't do that. Just send them a bill of exchange for like $10 million. And
10 trillion.
$10 trillion and say nothing. Say nothing. Just send them that. You know. And then they'll send you back a check.
Just send them a fucking bill of exchange for 999 quadrillion.
But it's interesting. They'll tell you that they'll take that bill of exchange to settle the account through FedWire. So
yeah,
if they're gonna take it, they're gonna take it. So that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's one way to get some infinite money.
Yeah, boy, infinite money stuff. Infinite boner pills, infinite fucking Rhino 90,000. Did you see my infinite money round 2, the most recent one I did?
No.
You'd probably like it. It's one I just did, just with some new stuff, new ways of explaining things, some new stuff, but a lot of the same information. Yeah, I'm just gonna get into the whole litigation thing and everything else, and that's kind of my plan, bro. Just do this course thing, and I haven't even done the course for like 4 weeks because I was moving, and then I got sick, and it's just been like all these clients have been coming on from the legal thing. I got so many freaking clients, unbelievable.
Wow, that's awesome.
And,
I was thinking about doing that jurisdictionary course too. I saw that, and I was like, I like this. I might try to do this. So I think I'm going to sign up.
I definitely recommend it. I haven't done a whole lot of it yet, but for what I've done, it's definitely highly recommended, especially for a pretty low price. I would consider $250. It's not too bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Four Locos, boner pills.
No, that's cool, man. Yeah, and then, by the way, all right, the toilet brush. The toilet brush comes with a warning, right? And I think you should add this to your litigation stuff. All right, the toilet brush comes with a warning, right? The warning says to not use this orally.
Oh.
It says that. Do not use, this is not to be used with your body. Don't, like, does someone really have to be told that? Do not wipe your body with this thing. Do not use this on your orifices. Yeah. But they put a warning on the toilet brush. Why don't
I can finally stop fucking up the way I use my toilet brush. I've been 37 years old, you know what I mean? When do you learn these things? You know what I mean? So it's all right. It's all right. I can swallow my pride for a minute, look at the mirror, and
Just be glad you didn't make it to 40 without knowing that, all right?
Oh, bro, if I would be learning this at 40, I'd be pissed. Honestly, to tell you the truth.
You just made it, man. Just made it.
37. I was like, whew, you know what I mean? Like, just fucking cutting teeth over here. Anyways, go ahead and continue.
Why don't they put a warning label on the driver's license application and your registration application? Warning: registering your car will make the state be the owner of this property, the true owner. You will only be owner by having the title in your name, but this is no longer your property. Because their definition of owner has nothing to do with it being your property.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. Why don't they say this on the driver's license? Warning: signing this application revokes all your rights as a natural man or woman and puts you under a statutory condition in which you are subject to the statutes and regulations of the people who work for the state.
Yeah. Yeah.
They should have those warnings on there. They put a warning on the
you're
damn toilet brush.
voluntarily entering yourself into the commercial contract that places this now in a commercial activity. The whole thing. Yeah, definitely.
So,
yeah. And then they should also put on there, like, don't insert this certificate of title up your ass. I mean, that's probably good, similar to the
pickle.
Similar to the pickle, similar to the toilet brush, not to be used orally.
Do not use orally or anally.
Yeah, do not put this in any of your holes, this piece of paper. Please do not, warning at the top, warning, We'll get that warning before we're going to get a warning about it being in commerce, you know what I mean? Fuck.
Yeah, seriously. So, I think that should be a part of it. Like, where was the warning label for this? The fact.
I'm excited, man. When I start suing the fucking DMV, man, I'm going to sue them so good from this bullshit. I'm so excited. I plan on making them do all sorts of things. We're going to do, warnings and special tags and all sorts of shit. We're going to just tear this whole thing apart. Just get down to the brass tacks.
There you go.
What it is and how it works and get it all cleaned up. Make $100 million in the process, you know what I'm saying?
I have someone in Colorado who wants to take the DMV down.
I'm pretty much in the same category. I mean,
yeah.
Their existence is basically a virus. I mean, there's no reason for them to be around at all anymore. I mean, now that we actually understand what the contract is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But there's a lot of people who are in denial about it. There's some people waking up to this stuff though. I see this. I've seen it. People on TikTok. People go, "You're full of it. You're full of it." And then I show them like the codes, the laws, the case law. They go, "Wait a second." I've had people do this on TikTok. This is why TikTok's great, because people go, "Wait a second. You mean that's not like some kind of sovereign citizen bullshit thing?" Like, no, it's not. It's real. This is legit. Like, this is a real thing. It's a scam that every state is running. It's permeated throughout our society.
Yeah, if you want to become not a sovereign citizen, but a sovereign citizen, it's like you're trying to take a shit. You know what I mean? That's
you gotta do that eye
wink
too on the one side.
Yeah, I get like this. All us. That would be perfect for CNN. You know what I mean? They put that one on there. Local sovereign citizen loses mind on podcast. Yes. Thank you. Finally, I've made it. I've fucking made it. Oh my god.
The second you're on CNN,
greatest day of my life.
Your viewership is going to hit like 2 million overnight, instantly.
Oh, more than 2 million.
Oh my
I'm just waiting, bro. I'm just waiting for Fox News or CNN. I'll go on CNN, bro. I'll go on CNN in like a fucking dress, bro. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
Use it against them.
I should paint my skin. I should paint my skin black and put on a dress and say that I'm black and trans and go on CNN and just like melt their skull that they can't actually attack me. I'm like, yes, I'm a black trans sovereign citizen, and I'm here to,
Dude, I saw this one. This was great. So there was a black dude holding up a sign that says marriage is between a man and a woman, and a gay guy came over to him and goes, "I'm sorry, but your sign is despicable." And he goes, "I'm sorry, I'm a white lesbian." And he wrecked the guy. The guy was like, "Oh, but."
It's the best, dude. It's the best. I would love to just troll the ever-loving fuck out of CNN, dude. That would just be like the best day of my life, honestly.
Oh,
Did you ever see that? Did you ever see that video where that dude the bum fights guy went on Dr. Phil, and Dr. Phil was like preparing to like wreck this dude's life, and then the guy walks out, and the bum fights guy dressed up like Dr. Phil. Did you ever see that shit?
Yes,
Bro,
I remember that.
bro, that's like one of the most legendary, in my opinion. It's one of the most legendary fucking moments in all of television history, bro. Because Dr. Phil was just like this, bro. He came out, he was like. He didn't know, dude. He didn't know what to say. He literally shut Dr. Phil down like hard as fuck. Didn't say a word. He comes out, he sits down in the chair and just stares at Dr. Phil. And look, and he had the fucking crown hairline and the fucking like shitty looking like light brown suit with the same tie, bro. I was deceased, dude. That shit was like, bro.
That guy's a straight genius.
Fucking bum fights, dude. Fucking.
That guy was living in 3023.
Oh, dude. If anybody hasn't seen that video, you got to look up bum fights guy dresses as Dr. Phil, and you will be deceased over how fucking genius. I want to do some CNN shit like that, bro. I'm gonna come on. It's gonna be like an old white lady interviewing me, and I'm gonna dress and look just like an old white lady. I'm gonna like look just like her. The camera's gonna pop on, and it's gonna be like a live feed of me. It's gonna look just like her. Oh man, I'd do the best, dude. The best.
I would go on dressed exactly like this and be like, I'm a trans woman who's transforming back into a trans man.
Yes.
And they'd be like, oh,
I'm a double trans.
I'm a trans. They're like, what the hell's going on here? I'm a man who identifies as a woman who's identifying as a man.
I'm trans squared, which is twice as good as normal trans. Okay?
That's right. I am more trans than any other trans.
What's better than a trans? It's like a trans, you know?
I'll come wearing like a Hulk costume or something. Like, I'm a trans woman who's trying to be a trans man.
I'm a trans woman who's transitioning back to a man, but I'm going to be transitioning back to a man who specifically has a genetic disorder that causes him to become the Hulk. So it's a special. It's trans to female and then trans to disabled male, but the disability is actually an ability.
That's right.
It's very simple.
It's a disability, so I mean? I'm upping my victimness by doing this.
Yeah, I'm becoming more and more of an awesome victim. Okay.
You should be putting me on a pedestal, people.
Yeah, you should be very proud. You should be very proud. It's like the more I may be more disabled, but the more I go into the disabled category, the more I increase in bravery. Okay, that's a fact. Okay, that's a fact. All right, anything else you want to say on this show, bro? Where are we at?
Oh, I don't know, man. It's been fun. It's been fun. Copyright Depot, go get your copyright. You can use my my little language for the copyright description.
Yeah, if anybody wants to send in their title to their car and tell the DMV to go fuck themselves, you can use my shit.
We've got a couple of people who who reached out to the DMV asking them that they didn't want to partake in the theft protection.
Oh, the motor vehicle theft prevention program
anymore, and the DMV's response was, "We have no idea what you're talking about."
Of course they don't. They don't even know the definition of motor vehicle. They don't even know where they are. Yeah, you went, what? What is that about? You something about a car? What's a car now?
We only deal with motor vehicles here. Sorry. What's a motor vehicle? I don't know.
You ever seen a car before? It's like a car. Yeah. What is that? You cup of coffee? Yeah. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. We, the employees of the DMV, disagrees with your letter.
Yeah, so use that. I like your letter, so people go use that letter. I would recommend using his letter.
It's just really matter of fact. There's nothing in there. You know what I mean? It's just like this happened and like delete the shit. It's over.
My only thing is I would just add a fee schedule with it. Just citing like sending me a form letter or letter without a wet ink signature is going to cost $100,000.
There you go.
right? So someone has to sign it under penalty of perjury. Whatever you want to say, you're free to say whatever you want, but it must be signed. Your response must be signed in wet ink under penalty of perjury.
Signed in blood only.
Blood.
Only your own
And the
blood.
blood must permeate the paper.
And if it
And
doesn't,
the envelope.
if it doesn't, I'm capturing you and harvesting all your organs. Okay, that's the commercial penalty
That's right.
for anything that's not, you know.
It'll cost you 2 livers, so you better go find another one.
Yeah, I got -1 livers, bro. I'm in fucking trouble, bro. I'm in fucking trouble, bro. I had +1, now I'm in -1. This is bad. You know, I thought my fucking bills were a fucking problem. This is way worse.
How about your
Fuck.
second liver?
Yeah, shit, dude. Fuck. I'm fucking 4 kidneys down, bro. Fuck, we got an issue, dude. Bro, you wouldn't happen to have an extra couple hearts, would you? I'm down, bro. Things are bleak, man. I need help. Oh my god, it's so fucking funny. What, you had a fucking poker game again, Joe? No. I work for the DMV. I sent out these letters to this fucking mountain man with his beard. Now he's fucking coming for my liver, bro. And then 2 livers. I've only got 1. It's like, fuck, I'm fucked, bro. Like, I'm in real trouble, man. I'm in real trouble. Matt, help me, man. Come on. Where do I get a liver? I don't know. China? Go to Shanghai? I don't know, bro. I can see it now, bro. The fucking DMV fucking... The boogeyman of the DMV is fucking Lusty, bro, coming at him, you know?
They got a picture of me in there.
Have
It's
you
like,
seen this, man? And it's you on the wall with fucking one of them fucking Reaper sights, dude, like this.
it says, if you see this man, we are officially closed.
Public enemy #1, Lusty, you know what I'm saying? Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
So fucking funny. Anyways, man, well, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show. As always, it's always very wanted, very, very request to have you on the show every once in a while. So thank you very much for coming on the show. It's always a pleasure. Be careful. Be very, very careful of gas station boner pills and
For locos.
Four Locos. All right, my friend.
All right, thank you. I love coming on, as always. It's been fun.
All right, this will be part 2. So part 1 will be a separate video. This will be part 2, and I'll upload these as separate videos on the channel, and then you guys can. I'll put links to part 2 on part 1 and part 1 on part 2. That way, people can find them. And if anybody asks me any questions about where to find them, you will be blocked due to excessive stupidity. Okay. Thank you very much. We'll see you later. Signing off.